Marty Nemko. This is the Retiree, Episode 12, Eerie. Given my track record in dating, especially post-retirement, I wondered if I should channel my affections to a dog. One day, on impulse, I decided to visit the local shelter just to look. It was easy to pass the pit bulls and chihuahuas, but the cuties, terrier mixes, poodle mixes, I couldn't put one of those dogs out of my mind. The index card on her cage said Eerie was 13 years old, that a woman dropped her off saying it was her grandfather's dog who just died and that her life couldn't accommodate Eerie. Eerie seemed so desperate for attention. When I approached her cage, she was pawing at it, wagging her tail. Her, as they say, soulful eyes bore into me. I had to run out of there. I'd have a dog before I was sure I wanted one. I was relieved to get back in the car, backed out of the parking spot, then pulled back in. I couldn't leave Eerie in there. So sweet. And they kill dogs that don't get adopted. I took the test walk, and Eerie was so cute, so eager to be with a person, walking so close I had to be careful not to trip. And when we got into the car, she nuzzled right in, right on my lap. Even though she's small, I think that's illegal, but it was so sweet. She stayed right at my side no matter what I did. When I went to the bathroom, I closed the door with her right outside, but she made the cutest little whine, so I let her in. Come bedtime, like most owners of small dogs, it was fine that Eerie slept on the bed. And when I got into bed, she hopped right up and nuzzled next to me. But I needed her at the foot of the bed so it wouldn't disturb my sleep. I tapped the foot of the bed to signal that, but she wouldn't move. Although just 10 pounds, she pressed down so it felt like 20 when I lifted her to the foot of the bed. There, she bore those eyes into me and gave another of those cute whines, and when I said no, she stopped whining for a second and then toddled right back to me, right by my side. No more whines, just nuzzling. I had trouble sleeping, but figured I'd get used to it. I loved nuzzling, cuteness, and soulful eyes, but it became too much. Even when I was cooking, she demanded attention with that little whine and those eerie eyes. It didn't get better, it got worse. When I had to go out and couldn't take her, like to a restaurant or a doctor's appointment, she whined and gave me those eyes, those eerie eyes. And when I get back, the neighbor, also a retiree, would complain that the whining got louder and louder and she couldn't take a nap. All that made me wonder whether the reason the woman brought Eerie to the shelter wasn't just that her owner died, the grandfather. Eerie defined high maintenance, a newborn who'd never grow up. So with some reluctance, I decided I had to give Eerie up. I wasn't going to take her back to the shelter, so I posted this on Nextdoor. Incredibly sweet 10-pound dog, older, needs a home where the owner can give lots of attention. I got 3 responses. The first was from a new college graduate who plans to travel a lot, and Eerie would make that hard. The second was from a family with a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. They came to visit, fell in love with Eerie, but when I described the amount of effort Eerie's going to need, we agreed that this wasn't the time or perhaps the right dog. The third one was a man older than I am, he must be 85, who said he's lonely, doesn't have enough to do, loves dogs, appreciates that Eerie is 13, yet therefore isn't so energetic, yet loves attention. After a prolonged hug, I felt good about giving Eerie to Ernie. Funny, Eerie and Ernie. But now what? I've tried to fill my retirement with dating, travel, basketball coaching, working in a hat shop, even being a New York City guardian angel. I'll stay with the basketball, but that still leaves a lot of time. I hope to live another 10, maybe 20 years. In the next and final episode of this series, I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. In any event, that's called Eerie. That's episode 12 in my series, The Retiree. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 35 books. Perhaps most relevant is Senior Stories, but all 35 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.